This engine is larger than a house, weighs thousands of tons, and somehow powers one of the biggest ships on Earth. But what's even crazier is how engineers build, maintain, and repair something this massive. And the deeper you go inside this machine, the crazier it gets. Modern cargo ships carry hundreds of thousands of tons across oceans. And moving something this massive requires an engine built on a completely different scale. These engines are so powerful, they can produce more horsepower than dozens of supercars combined, while running slower than most car engines. Some giant ship engines operate at only around 100 revolutions per minute, but their incredible torque is what allows them to move entire floating cities through water. Building one of these engines is like assembling a giant mechanical skyscraper. Every single part is enormous. The crankshaft alone can weigh hundreds of tons, and moving it requires giant industrial cranes. Then engineers carefully install massive pistons, cylinders, fuel systems, cooling pipes, and exhaust systems. Even a single mistake during assembly could create huge problems once the engine starts operating at sea. And because these engines are designed to run continuously for weeks, every component must handle extreme pressure, heat, and vibration. Inside the engine, giant pistons move up and down inside massive cylinders. Fuel ignites under extreme pressure, creating powerful explosions that rotate the crankshaft. That rotating power is then transferred directly to the ship's propeller. Unlike car engines, these ship engines are built for efficiency and torque instead of speed. That's why they run slowly, but generate unbelievable power. Keeping these engines running is a non-stop job. Engineers constantly inspect fuel systems, cooling systems, lubrication systems, and giant moving components deep inside the engine room. Some maintenance tasks require workers to literally climb inside parts of the engine itself. Because if a major failure happens in the middle of the ocean, the entire ship could become stranded thousands of miles away from land. That's why ship engineers monitor every vibration, temperature change, and unusual sound. The craziest part is the scale of these machines. Some ship engines are taller than buildings, and powerful enough to move entire floating cities across oceans for weeks without stopping. Hidden beneath the deck of cargo ships, these giant machines quietly power global trade every single day. And most people never even realize the engineering masterpiece beneath their feet. From giant pistons to engines larger than houses, the world of ship engineering is far more insane than most people realize.